Hello, you wonderful and beautiful soul. I hope you are doing absolutely incredible today. Today, in this video, we have incredible magic here for you, all about the sustainability of nutrition for your personalized nutrition and what this should look like just for you. Welcome back to the show, Etan. Welcome back to the show, you beautiful soul. How are you doing today?
Yeah, absolutely amazing community. Thank you very much for joining us here today. Looking forward to this topic because it's one that's becoming more prevalent in society. Sustainability, eco-sustainability, bioavailability, all of those things that are involved. So yeah, appreciate the time. Let's delve right into it.
Awesome, Etan. Thank you. And really appreciate your beautiful sharing, your beautiful inputs. To you, you very special soul that is watching this right now, make sure you are checking out the value we are bringing to you on a weekly basis here. We're only doing weekly videos for you at the moment because that's all we can manage personally. We're building really cool businesses here for you, all focused on health and nutrition. And the deeper we delve into what we do, the better it is for you. Okay, so check out our videos here. You can see here that people are obviously interested in men's health and antioxidants keeping young. So come over and check out our pages, as well as a beautiful Twitter page. We haven't been very active on here at all, but we're organizing to be more committed on this page. Anyways, let's go and visit visit our website. And first of all, what is Synerchiorganics, Etan?
Synerchiorganics is an organic nutrition company based on superfoods and organic plant-based proteins and nutrients. We offer things like kelp, hemp hearts, hemp protein powder, coconut powder, and so much more. It is more than just a product, e-commerce, online website that's flashy. It is dealing with gut health and nutrition, which directly relates to your gut-mind connection, plus of course your heart and the rest of your body's health and well-being. So this relates not only to you as an individual, but you and your family as an extended vision. So check it out, please, community. We have some really rocking, beautiful products like the Belly Burn is one of our top sellers. They really fly and fry off of the shelves.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely, Etan. I love that and I agree with that. And just for you that doesn't know what SynerChi Organics is, it's our company. We started as a family journey about 15, 16 years ago, probably even a little bit longer. You lose count eventually over time. And eventually it doesn't matter. All that matters is the value that we bring in you. Okay. So SynerChi Organics is South African leading superfood of organic suppliers of organic superfoods. So come check us out, check our pages, check out, what we have to share with you. There's a ton of information on here, lots of freebies, lots of discounts. You definitely want to be coming to check us out. Now, let's go and touch on the subject of nutrition sustainability. What does this actually mean? So the concept of sustainable nutrition is focused on an optimal and health promoting diet that is culturally acceptable, easily accessible, and eco-friendly by reducing environmental costs for present and future generations, i.e. all the rubbish, the litter, the plastic, etc. that come with products that essentially are retail items on a website. So we'll talk about that while we go through this video with you. So make sure to stay tuned right to the very end because this video is going to be absolute alpha for you. So Etan, the 4 topics that we will be covering through this video are, of course, health and nutrition, environmental, economic, social, and cultural. We don't have to go in order, but you tell me which one you would like to tackle first, and let's you give the audience exactly what you view as one of the most important things.
Okay, health and nutrition, definitely, since we're on this whole roll here, loving life. Health and nutrition is, of course, a critical part of our being. It's an essential part to society as well. So the way that society structures its health and wellness regimes and protocols and farms and produce and culture and economics. So you can see that culture really does set the cornerstone of the way that people farm and produce and eat, etc. AKA South Africa, the braai. Everyone loves the braai. In America they call it boerewors. Nah, barbecue they call it. Boerewors they call it here. But yeah, you know, from nutrition and sustainability perspective, health and nutrition, there's a lot on it. In my experience, and I can only speak from my experience and then that of others and their journey as well. It's been glorious to see the change that's come. So when we talk about sustainability, that word really resembles longevity. It resembles health in that longevity and an ability to have energy and freedom of movement and pain mainly, and you're sleeping well and you're just having normal rhythms to your life, even into your older ages. So that brings about a healthy individual, you know, one that has dodged Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, etc. throughout their life because of the way that they've sustained their nutrition and health throughout their lives. So each to our own, and we all have different paths, health and wellness wise. Wishing you nothing but the best, community, but drawing more into that. So my story can only be certainly I came from eating meats, dairy products, fast foods, you know, garage foods and garage late night, midnight snacks, alcohol, smoking, drinking, partying late at night, all kinds of different things. Okay, so in my 20s I thought I was like Superman going at this, and I'm like, yes, I can do this. But I made a lot of life decisions along the way, aka Kiara and I, of course, discuss intimately our regimes, eating and health-wise, but yeah, follow a similar sort of pattern, but adjusted somehow. So yeah, I mean, through that, started to cleanse the body, went through pescatarian, vegetarian, veganism, plant-based, then went to that whole purist environment. I've also been fasting over, you know, several years that we've been doing this. So really getting the body into a different state by cleansing it firstly. So doing liver cleanses, colon cleanses, flushes, all those kinds of things. And then getting into a rhythm of building back that nutrition. So that sustainability word comes back onto it, because it's like a compost pile. The more nutrients and compost you add to it, the more dense that nutrients is going to be on the body. So think of our body as the earth, and that's what we do when we feed ourselves, the quality of the compost heap. So yeah, that's just what it is. Health and nutrients in a nutshell. You know, you can talk about many topics within what I've just said. Thanks for listening in on that. Fasting, gut health protocols. Please reach out to us, either info@synerchiorganics.com, or our numbers are there, so you can contact us directly, and we can definitely set up a consultation to find out what's best for you and your family. Thank you.
So it's in simple, you would say to us that everything that can lead to better health and better nutrition through following very specific protocols that are genetically important to the individual, that individual would achieve optimal health. Is that what it is that you're saying?
It's 100% what I'm saying. If you have a predisposition to having inflammation and arthritis and osteo and rheumatoid and all that, certainly you want to avoid foods that pay tribute to that and really just flare up those kinds of chronic ailments, but also, yeah, you don't want them to become sustained over a long period of time. So that's what chronic is. Acute is really a fever and all the rest. So chronic is over a long period. So you want to minimize the pain and discomfort, etc., as much as you can in the moment, as best you can. But yes, all of us listening here, different ages, different classes, etc.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. So, look, I guess there's a lot to cover on health and nutrition. And if you guys want a lot more, then you need to come over to our channel and subscribe. Because on the weekly, we're giving you tips and tricks for different things and different benefits constantly. Make no mistake, we will get better, we will improve here. We are busy with something for you guys, but we have previously done some really good content for you. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you're watching this and are not yet subscribed, so that you can tackle the best components for yourself. Now, environmental has obviously everything to do with packaging, plastic, waste management, etc. And if you come over to SynerChi Organics, you can see that SynerChi Organics carries biodegradable bags, okay? At this point, we do not print directly onto our bags because of the size of our range, and our company is still a relatively small family-owned company, which we love working like that. So we do our best here. We're getting rid of these plastic jars at some point in the near future and looking at glass jars for you. So these are very important environmental contributions to the earth in terms of sustainability. And it's not only sustainability in terms of nutrition for your body, but it's also how you give back to the earth and how you give back to the value chain that essentially gets you that product to your table and essentially feeds you and nourishes you at the end of the day. So very simply put, all the way from the cultivator to the processor, to the manufacturer, to the importer, to the packer, to the distributors, to the logistic guys, to the people running the business with us, you don't see any of that. And there's a lot of contribution that goes not only into the socio-cultural, which we'll touch base on towards the end of the video, which has a super strong link to environmental. Environmental has more to do with kind of ESG, environmental social governance, which is more adhering to guidelines that protect nature and conserve nature and nature's environment by reducing the quantity of waste that is not degradable or cannot be recycled, or any of the kind of harmful contributions that those kinds of packaging materials make to the earth. So, Ethan, talk to us a little bit more about sustainability of nutrition in an economic viability. So finance-wise, and how do people save money through cooking their own food versus going to a restaurant versus growing their food? Talk to us a little bit, and of course I'll bring up some content that we had as an experience a few years ago, and we can talk to the community about that a little bit. So after you.
Well, I'm definitely going to touch on that experience. So relating to one of the healthiest parts of my life and our lives eating was when we were growing our own food and living off the land a little bit more than the norm, and get to experience minerals, gardening, those minerals coming from the plants back into the body and into the mind. So yeah, that plays an important role. And just to give you a silly example, like I've been collecting these 501 liter yogurt tubs that are there, and like I collect those, drill a hole at the bottom of there so it can drain, and every now and then I get a mango that's sprouted or an avocado that's sprouted, got some soil, dip it in there, plant a tree. So the trees take time, of course, and not everybody has the space, but the point still stands. You can actually, at the same pot plant, have a rosemary bush in there and grow it, and just as simply as that, I'm gonna hook it to my fence, and it's just gonna hang on the inside, and it's gonna get daylight, night light, and whatever you. But with that being said, there's a lot of other plants that we can grow. Oregano, people call it. That is so multi-nutrient and incredible for cancer relief, if I can put it that way, being in that position, but also prevention. And it stimulates the body in so many different ways, mineral wise, blood pressure wise, helps regulate the hormones, and does a lot of blood-brain barrier nutrition and communication into the system. So yeah, eating off of the land is one of the greatest things that you can do to serve yourself and your family. So garden, plants, you could use a vertical wall, you could use a mechanism where it's steps or what have you. Really there's an excuse, kitchen counter, what have you, just growing a few herbs and spices, start there. But tapping beyond that, and really sourcing locally, of course, and that's varies in different parts of the world so much. But just being in an area or position where you can get local produce from somebody that's growing tomatoes, lettuce, kale, vegetables, making products out of that like kimchi and whatever, olives and etc, because they've sourced from local farmers, and that reduces the price, but it also increases the quality, so you're getting best of both worlds there. So yeah, save a buck with growing some herbs and spices at home if you can, size dependent as well. But yes, on that note, Kiara's just popping onto here, and we are talking about so many things, and this is a part of our journey. So Kiara, run us through this.
I love that, and sustainability is so important. So you can see that we have not done anything here in 2 years to our beautiful community. This is one of our pages called SynerChi Permaculture. We developed a model, and we had partnered with a farm a couple years back, and we've moved on from that now, but we should probably get this page running from our own personal home garden, shouldn't we? Even if it's the smallest, slightest little tips and tricks and medicinal brews and all kinds of things here, because that's all part of the sustainability component of our businesses, which is a number of different businesses that we are bringing sustainability to you. So we're creating an ecosystem of health, longevity and sustainability for yourselves, for the value chain, and essentially for the entire system and the earth. That's what sustainability in nutrition actually looks like, is that there's care and thought and careful planning to take necessary steps to get a good, healthy, nutritious, organic product from seed to end user, essentially. So SynerChi Permaculture essentially led us down a very beautiful path. You can come over and check the page out. Just type SynerChi Permaculture in YouTube. You can see that we've got some really cool views on some of our videos. We built dams, we planted trees, we made ponds, we put beehives, we planted flowers, we created chicken, composting, etc. And essentially all of this stuff led to us essentially growing our own crazy food. And this was one of the most beautiful things that you could see in a winter garden. These were the skills that we carried out, because this was the following property that we lived at. But you can grow your food in the smallest of spaces, in even just like a meter by a meter space. And that's the thing about nutritional sustainability, is that if you have excess, you can give some to your neighbor, you can give some to your family, your mother, whoever you might feel that may need to experience that. Now, the difference between you growing your food, your own food at home, with your hard work and your own sweat, blood and tears, the difference between that and what you buy from the store, which leads us on to the next kind of economic component, Etan, of sustainability, if you're going to the store to buy your food, yes, you're supporting farmers, okay, but they're a very different value chain experience, and they're commercially and contractually forced into a corner to obviously spray and wrap foods in plastics, and it's unsustainable is what I'm trying to say. So Etan, walk us through that a little bit, please.
Sure. Again, shopping local, like the more local farmers there are, the more you could go there with your basket and bags that exist and go and shop and, completely eliminate the plastic element thing. But from an economical perspective, it makes more sense to shop local and pay those local prices rather than import a product, etc. Because some are out of season, they come into season, people demand that they want some fruits and vegetables that are, so you're paying international prices there as well. But, for, again, growing your own crop, eliminating the 20 Rand little punnets that you get of oregano or rosemary, so that's already 40 Rand for those two, every twice a month, so that's 80 Rand. Let's just put it that way. It may not sound like much, but compounded over a lifetime, it really makes a difference. So from an economical perspective there, just those two examples and so much more. Yes, and then you do get to the point where you can trade and barter with giving away is one thing that's beautiful, do that. But bartering is another form of, skipping the loop, skipping the fees, skipping the middlemen and all the rest, and that plays an important role there. So, the BioChi experiment was a lot, and like you said, we have a lot of things coming, and we definitely need to be paying attention to all of that gardening, etc. What are your views on the economic, output? We talk about sustainability and nutrition.
Well, perhaps we can ask our beautiful viewer that's watching this video, what do you think about that sustainability model down in the comments below? We'd love to hear what your views are of the world and its economic sustainability, nutrition sustainability, and health sustainability for masses. We all deserve health, and we should be having as much health absorbing into our lives every day as possible. And right now we literally rats running on wheels in this world, and we need to change that. So the way that you change that is by changing the way that you think. We don't live in a, let's call it pre and post COVID time. Like, everything is post COVID has gone digital, and everything pre COVID was very much mechanical and operational, and that's shifting. There's a lot of automation coming into systems. So I actually like to say to people, everybody's so concerned that robots take over your job. Humans were not meant to be put here on this earth to be slaves to larger companies for one or two people to take the profits and reap the rewards, and then the rest of the people work for that. We see this as entrepreneurs, and as entrepreneurs, we give back by employing people, by paying the right prices to our cultivators and our farmers, and ensuring that the value chain from start to finish is economically sustainable for all parties. So, to cut that into a very short example, okay, check this coconut tree here in the background. Very super simple. It grows in the ground, it's in nature. Coconuts grow on it as the fruit of, pretty much the fruit of life. The coconut drops to the ground. You pick up the coconut, you take it home, you drink the juice that hydrates you, gives you electrolytes, nourishment, and a whole bunch of other nutrition. You chop it open, you eat the fat inside, which gives you healthy fat, healthy protein, healthy nutrients. And then the outside, the kind of the protecting shell of the coconut itself, you can use as a bowl or to store things in. And the fiber on the outside of that, you can use to create fires, you can use to create growing mediums, like all kinds of different things. And this is where we need to expand our thinking on sustainability. It isn't just, I'm going to walk into the store and go buy my product. That's what retail has made so simple for us. So the transaction is easy, but if you know what it took for that product to get there, you have the ability to make a choice on whether you want to support that economically or not. And this is how the survival of economic businesses are going to become the most sustainable businesses and the most economically viable businesses going forward. So, Ethan, do you have any last words that you'd like to share on absolute abundant nutrition with our community?
Wow. Yes, just abundant nutrition is always there. Synerchiorganics provides a lot of that, but we have a lot of what we call sister companies that we partner up with to get really quality organic nutrition, teas, herbs, spices, all those kinds of things. So really put in an effort into your lifestyle and the quality of nutrients that you put into your body day by day, and be grateful to yourself for investing in yourself and doing that every single day. Invest in yourself at SynerChi Organics with us and our team, and your life, okay, the healthiness of your life, so we can run through a lot of stuff. Thank you very much for your time, energy, input, and love, everybody. And Kiara, definitely so. SynerChi Organics, here it is.
Thank you for being here, Ethan, and truly appreciate your inputs here for our wonderful viewer that is watching this video. To you, our very special viewer, we thank you and we appreciate all that you are, and we appreciate that you are subscribed to our channel, and that we do bring as much alpha to you as possible when we possibly can. We're doing a lot of things for you in the background, so hopefully you enjoy, you stay tuned for more videos on the channel. And if you enjoyed this, then show some love and share some love with your family and your friends by sharing this video. We truly appreciate you all. We'll see you on the next one. Bless it souls. Take care and have a beautiful night.